Hello everyone and welcome. This is English in the Pocket, podcast number 12. And I am Tiagidas, your host in this learning adventure. Relax and enjoy the world you are about to enter. So this is the final part of my conversation with Vinicius Braz Rocha, which is a net weaver in the E2 Glands initiative. I hope you enjoy it.
Well, I picked up a few things there that I wanted to to give back, and one of the things was that you said you were not very concerned with the corporate guys, the corporate, that the corporations that are, so to speak, organizing all or trying to organize all this flow of like humans connecting completely spontaneously and with agenda without an agenda, be it from the perspective of an entrepreneur who is trying to, like you said, who's create from the frame of mind, who's creating purely content from the marketing and business perspective, right? And lots of new tools are being developed to engage more, and because emails don't work anymore, so now you have the boots that you put in your messenger and all these mechanisms, again trying to trade attention from that perspective. From the other perspective, you have that the quality of the engagements, they are also improving, and the more quality, so to speak, of engagement we have in this so-called content, the the level of connection between the people are also going to be deepening. So that's something to also reflect. It's like another way is to say, these guys, the Google and everybody else who is earning loads of money, Facebook, on our behalf, because of our interactions, they are earning money, basically. But on the other hand, if they hadn't worked these things out in the way they did, we couldn't be using, or maybe other things would be there. But in the way I see is like Google and Facebook and everything is just a reflection of how we still are operating. And as we change these algorithms or algorithms, I think they will also change. But now I started out saying that the algorithm seems to be obeying more the money machine these days, because again, unless you pay for your posts to be going around, they don't go anywhere. So it seems like from one perspective there is more like this pressure of like, okay, you gotta make your energy, your time there worth something. So then you can feed this machine again to trade attention. So um, and from the other perspectives, now there are more facilities to be, for example, having a video conference like now we are recording through a free application that also will give me the video file and also the audio file and everything beautifully organized in a folder. And I have thanked Zoom, and I will thank again, because it's a brilliant machine thing, it's a brilliant application which makes these things, and I could be even earning money using this free app. So I kind of see one hand shaking with the other and saying like, we private, we commons is kind of all being cooked up together in the same pot, man. So I see your point, but I also see that the corporation mind, the mindset, is still our own mindset as a society. So and as we walk, this this these mindsets will be altering itself. No, there is no, I don't think there is I think we partake on this view, there is no central agenda. um, it doesn't look like. I don't believe in a central agenda. Your voice is worth something. That's good. And I think that's just our conversations happening, and we are changing the script as we talk. So what is this, Vinicius, that you're showing me? Your voice is worth something. Get paid for good content. Post and upvote articles on Steemit to get your share of the daily rewards pool. So you have to unmute your mic because I can't hear you.
Well, man, what I'm showing you is it's a blockchain driven proposal Facebook of the 21st century. You see, where you are your own Facebook. You see, uh, uh, it's it's a related. This is not a platform. It doesn't have how I say to you corporate uh, assets behind it. It don't have big money behind this. Uh, you can be on this blockchain called Steemit. It's related to the Bitcoin blockchain,
Mhm.
and they have their own cryptocurrency, and you can have your account there. And every post that you make, every creation of content that you make, if it's the people likes it, and if the people likes your posts, you earn something in their cryptocurrency. You see, and so it's an open ground and a new ground to understand what is going to be social media for this 21st century. Man, this is nothing to do with Facebook.
Right.
As a matter of fact, if you're in this blockchain, this is not a platform. If you're in this blockchain, uh, you are your own Facebook, and
Wow.
uh, and it's how I think that now Steam it has around 2 million or 3 million accounts. So we
Already?
have now, and yes, it's in a beta phase. So you have 2 or 3 million Facebooks here. You see,
Wow.
and this is the way that you will create. We're talking about content. You will create in this new realm of new internets related to blockchain and similar technologies like IoT, like Internet of Things. This is the way that the things is going to really go massive for the next 5, 10, 15 years, man. So Mark Zuckerberg knows that. He knows that Facebook has its days counted.
Right.
It's already a dooms. It's already a doom social centralized corporative social media. He knows
Yeah,
it,
I feel
and
it these days so
and
much without prana that place, man. I don't know what's going on.
so you see this on Stellar here.
Mm-hmm.
This on Stellar, it's another blockchain. It's another cryptocurrency related to the Bitcoin blockchain. It's for the freaky guys.
Okay.
It's a blockchain for the guys that believes in extraterrestrials, believes in paranormal and
Okay.
things like that, and they are and they are really they're I'm already in this blockchain too. You see,
Of course.
and they already have they are about 3 or 4 days, man. They are on the air. That they are open to new accounts. You see, and they already have about 200,000 accounts in 3 4 days, man.
Wow.
So what we're looking here is something that is changing completely. our understanding of internet. You see, we're talking about a type of internet that's not going to be going to continue to be corporative, has corporative centralized governance. You see, it's not going to be related to the states and the governments and NSA and things like that. So you're looking to something that is emerging. It's related to that thing that I caught that I shared with you and the guys that are hearing us, that we are already creating the 21st century internet. You see, and it doesn't, and it's not coming from the Silicon Valley. You see,
Mm.
these guys didn't come from the Silicon Valley, man. So what I'm saying to you that nowadays, as you know, I'm related to a global experimental station called E2 Glats, and we're about to have our own cryptocurrency, as you know, the E2C, and it's a cryptocurrency related to a value proposals uh, that speaks with access to infrastructure and social infrastructure, to mobility, to housing, to energy, to internet access and things like that, as you know it. So, man, what I'm trying to illustrate here is that if we're talking about the future, the present, you're looking at it, and it's not related to what still seems to be the mainstream, because it seems to be, but it's not. All cryptocurrencies, they have a correlation, obviously, with the conventional currencies. Okay, real, dollar, euro, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're still in the stage that we have to we have to have we still have to interact with this old government and state centralized money currencies. We still have, because we still pay our bills with this. So uh, we're still in this stage, but this stage is not gonna 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 be here for very long. You see, because people are already understanding that cryptocurrencies and blockchain and similar technologies are, are something very related to the transformation of the society as we is in something new. So we're already having this trend of mutation. We're muting as a society. We're understanding that we can't not be related to a national flagged currency anymore. You see, so but we we are on the beta stage of this thing, and in the very early birds things of it's like, Chagi, if we were in 1996, 97, you see, 98, uh, talking about internet as
I get you.
the promises and all the, yes, all the potentials of internet. We're we're right now in that same stage. You see, we're just seeding this new ways of being society, ways of creating wealth, ways of understanding ourselves as a species, as a human beings. And this is just one phenomenon. You see, we're talking about blockchain, but man, there's a lot other technologies that are arising, and not only technologies. As I said to you, it's related to the conscience. We are really altering our social conscience. We're really understanding that we won't continue to be the centralized, institutionalized, government stated societies that we have been till until now. So that is really changing, man.
It looks good. It looks good, man.
I know. I know. And we can go to this one here, the on stellar. Yeah,
I was going to
the
ask you
world
since.
first,
Uh-huh.
the world first decentralized. You see, this is a common mistake, uh, because blockchain technology has a distributed
I see you.
architecture. You see,
Right.
and the people thinks that distributed is the same thing as decentralized, and it is not. So the the right thing to write here is the world first distributed social media platform focusing exclusively on the extraordinary, the profound, and the metaphysical.
Very
So
interesting. So you are one of the followers there? You are one of the
yeah,
110 followers?
I have a profile there. Yeah, I am one of the accounts on Stellar, as I am in Steemit too.
So let me ask you
So
something. Since you are actually talking about stellar subjects, and that's our friend Google there, uh, do you believe that we are being helped by extraterrestrials? Do you believe in outer space consciousness penetrating our solar system and like washing us with x-rays or whatever rays, cosmic rays, so we can start functioning in a higher vibration and stop destroying this planet and stop wasting lives with like this kind of silly infant behavior. I wouldn't call infant, I would say silly, destructive, self-destructive behavior. So do you think so?
Chagi, that's a very good question, of course, and that's to make to give you a simple answer for it. It's a very difficult task because see, we really don't understand nothing about ourselves yet. You see, we're just discovering ourselves as social beings. The things that we give it for granted, like our history in this planet, we're now discovering that it might have been other very uh, evoluted civilizations and beings that have been here in this planet for millions of years ago. You see, so we're just discovering things, man. Uh, you see, uh, the Space Academy, that is a platform that is related to discoveries, astronomical discoveries, uh, published today, that now for sure astronomers know that it has 100 billion Earth planets alike only in this galaxy, only in our galaxy. 100 billion. You see, so man, we really don't know anything. You see, we're just discovering. You see, and you have a lot of conspiracy theories, as you know, related to ETs, related to black ops and the secret space programs and things like that. Well, as you know me a little, I'm always listening. I'm always tuned. I want to understand the perspective. You see, I really want, but I don't really see. I don't pick up these things seriously as as true reality. You see, because reality for me, Chagi, is the things that I can touch, I can feel, and I can sense, and I can materialize with you. You see, that's reality for me. So if I'm not in a spaceship, if an alien being, that's not reality for me, man. So what I'm saying is, we really don't know. We're discovering this thing that we call space time, man. We're discovering this thing. We don't know really what is space. We created a concept, okay? The concept, space-time, but we really don't know what it is. So we're just opening our eyes. You see, we're cracking the egg. We're just cracking the egg. We're still in the egg, a lot of eggs, and we don't really know nothing about nothing yet, because see, all we had once a talk. I think it's some years ago, and I said to you that we're 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 addicted of rationalizing our thinking. Remember this? We're addicted of rationalizing our thinking. We can't think with our intuition. Man, so this is a huge step for us, because if we think, we have to understand that thinking is not something only related to rationalizing the things around us. Thinking is something very more complex than that, and very simple too. It's related to our feelings, to our empathic ways of being with each other. You see, our intuitiveness. We are intuitive species, man. So we're just cracking the egg. We don't really know nothing, Chagi. I can really go through with you about the things that I have been researching and listening, to give you a perspective about extraterrestrials or interdimensionals beings or things like that. You see, that we are a DNA experiment for alien civilizations, and we can go all through this because I'm curious as you are. But really, man, we don't know nothing yet, man. We're a very fragile species, you see, physically speaking. We can't give, how I say to you, we can't run like a lion. We you see, we don't have the strength of an elephant. An elephant is more, they have more speed than we have. They can, an elephant can run more rapidly than we can run, man. So you see, we're a mind species. We're a social mind. We have a hive mind species, and we're just discovering it. We're just discovering it.
It's
We
interesting
really
to
don't
say
know.
it's I just sorry to interrupt you, but I just came I just remembered a post that I saw in the Sabrina's group, that it was a research on the different types of human species that have been on planet Earth, and like the Homo sapiens is just one of them, and we have lots of them others. But one thing they say about the Homo sapiens is like it was uh, drastically different from the others, and that's why they believe we have uh, conquered the others, so to speak, and like stayed in the earth, and the others just were gone, disappeared. It had to do with our ability to fantasize and to believe in imagined realities, and that ability to make abstract thought gave us an incredible advantage to organize ourselves compared to the other human species. Interesting, no? So this kind of belief, this ability just to pretty much to trip on, and to trip on as a collectiveness, as you're saying, like we're a mind species in a way. We're not as strong as the elephant, as even as fast as the elephant. Um, and it's very interesting. Oh, that's the article you were mentioning. 100 billion habitable Earth-like planets in our galaxy alone. It's quite a big number, isn't it? 100 billion. Goodness, it is so beyond imagination and thought. Hey, but
Yeah, man, it's beyond. But we have the problems that we have in being a hive mental networked species, as we are trapped by systems of belief. You see, we can uh, the thing is that how it's impossible for us to have a perspective about everything that surrounds us, okay? All the complexity that surrounds us. And we tend to, to develop a system of belief. And great parts, great parts of the systems of belief of our species are related to religions, as you know. So uh, that's the tricky thing about being a mental hive network species. Well, we are we are all in this way we become the Borg, like in the Star Trek series. You see, we all tend to believe in one thing and one thing alone as being the thing about everything. You see,
That's the thing.
and
That's our
yeah,
advantage and our prison at the same time, isn't it? It's like what put us
yeah,
both strong and weak at the same time. Hmm. Interesting.
that's it, man.
Very interesting, man. And I think that the phenomena of again interacting and conversing, yet expressing and and changing, molding yourself as you hear the other, it's already, like you said, shaping our DNA as a society, as consciousness, and whatever models will be coming, emerging from this interaction, we don't know. Uh, Hopefully, there will be more friendly ones, more creative and positive ones, and that's a little, just a little dust of the desert that that I believe this sort of interaction that I'm calling English in the pocket, chat in the pocket, is trying to add to the pot. These reflections and whatever these input is going to fall is not my business. Now is in the wide world web. Is going to be soon in our YouTube channel, so people will be able to be reached, to be touched by these moments. Man, I'd like to thank you for your time. I don't want to extend our talk. I can see you also a bit tired, as I am very tired too. And it's been a great time. I never reach any conclusion after we talk. I never reach any definite points. Anything is a good thing. Because if I had, maybe I would be putting myself into a straitjacket. And I don't want to do that. I want to keep my perspectives open. And many things that I heard today, they made me laugh sometimes because the way you put sometimes it can be quite funny because it's so direct. At the same time, made me also expand my repertoire of ideas. So I am indeed enriched and delighted. Thank you.
Well, man, I'm too. You know, Chagi, we are more than friends. We have a real and lovely connection, and you know, we have a lot of things to do. We, me and you, we have a lot of things to do together, and I think we're just beginning because so much things to do, man. And this initiative of yours is really delightful, and because you are a delightful person. You see,
Thank
you
you.
you are really a guy that people wants to hang to hang with. You see, and people wants to be with because you're a knowledgeable guy too. You know to do a lot of things, man, and so it's very good to talk with you. It's very good to be with you. It's very good to in any language. It can be in English and Portuguese and Spanish,
That's about
any
it.
language, man.
That's about it for me.
So what I'm really delighted too for you to invite me to be here in this chat for English in the Pocket or Chat
Excellent.
in the Pocket. I like the title. So you can count on me. We have really a lot of things to do together, as you know. And give me give my kisses to Maria, to the kids, Maria Jones. Okay, and we're gonna be together, man, this year. I'm gonna pay you a visit. We're gonna be together. I'm gonna try to be before, I think before June. We're gonna be together. We have a lot of things to do together, as you know. And once more, I'm really thankful for your invitation. Okay.
Ah, Vinicius, thank you so much. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for your visit. It'll be a pleasure. So, without further ado, thank you, my friend. I'll speak to you very soon, and I will stop our recording now, and I will catch you later.
Thanks for joining me in one more podcast, English in the Pocket. It's a great pleasure to bring you every week interesting chats and stories worth listening. So for next podcast, I'm interviewing Nundu Siba Mackenzie, and she's a South African singer which has an amazing story. Nundu has spent 3 years in jail by mistake. Make sure you stay tuned, and I see you in podcast number 13. Take care.